So we need something that can I could probably rig up something that could throw the caltrops out. So we have 2 big barrels of caltrops, and it's on a cart, and we slowly move it forward, and it keeps putting caltrops down in front of us, and we're behind the cart, so it's never going to be where we're at. So it kind of sprays out, and then if we put a little scoop on the front, in the front of a train, it will push the caltrops out from in front of us like a
catcher.
Yeah.
I'm giving Russ an Eric card because there you go, Russ.
I do love these ideas,
cow things.
But I'm kind of thinking we might be missing something here. I'm sure there's actually a easier way of doing this.
Like I said, Logan could personally do it. You've already hit on half the plan, which is the caltrops.
The other thing as well is that they were running. Yeah, it depends if they just run straight ahead.
If we go to the side, can we skirt the room?
Matt, you remember from experience that somebody was trying to skirt on the side and the cows fucking just onto him and then stabbed him with their steely bovine bardages.
What happens if we split up? 2 go one way, 2 go the other way?
They will split up because that's what they did to us. So
okay.
They split up on all of us.
I've got a picture of what your caltrops actually look like as well. Oh, wait, I can use this clip thing. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. Snipping tool.
It's not a bad idea, though. Something that's just going to throw... If you just need something to kind of keep a clear path for us to be able to walk down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as long as we have something that can push it out from in front of us so we can walk forward. But
what's the range on a flamethrower? I'm sorry.
Are you wanting your steak well done?
Now that is another thing that we can think of doing is what happens if we put oil out on the floor and then, but we don't know, we can't really control exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
does anybody have chemistry skill?
Yes, alchemy.
That'd be fine.
So since they run straight for us, then we look at it as a different kind of puzzle. So we have that square room, and we know if we put a puddle here, we can skirt this way. The flames come here, and they're going to come straight for the flames because they're coming straight for us.
How's that chemistry roll coming?
Oh, you want me to? Okay. I didn't know you were just asking if anyone had it.
Why would I do that?
Let me do a support. Crit.
Yeah,
okay. Right. The problem is that you only have a limited amount of air in there. And you might need it more than they do. That's what the caltrops look like there on the board. They're pretty much, as you can see, really you're using very, very basic, cheap caltrops made from twisting a couple nails together.
Mm-hmm.
They're barely capable of causing a point of damage type deal, but it seems to be enough.
So,
Logan, where are we right now?
You are currently back at the blacksmith shop, sitting around watching him. He seems kind of sad. He's happy for the work. He's been well paid for it, but it's he's starting to work on the next couple barrels of caltrops just because he suspects you're going to need them or want them, or maybe you're becoming caltrop collectors, and plus the barrel's empty, and he's trying to make Fulton happy because Fulton owns him, his shop, his family, etc.
I kind of like the idea that you could have a cart that's flinging them out, and then with a little bit on the front so we can
fertilizer spreader.
So here's another thing too. If we made, now we don't need a
really
ton of
hard.
them, but Molotov cocktails that we could toss where the cows actually summoned to. So that way there's a small flame going there the whole time. So every time they appear, they take their 1 point and they disappear. Now it doesn't matter.
Well, you'll probably be able to catch one, maybe two in that because there's four and they kind of dink, 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 and they're not super close together.
Did they always summon to the same places though, Logan?
Yeah.
It's also the fact that it's down to the range as well, because
Right.
something
That's a long goddamn way to throw a Molotov cocktail.
Well, no. See, that what I was thinking is like we get up there using the caltrop and make sure that we make a path so that way we can get to that area, and that's when we drop the Molotovs in that area.
Well,
and then whenever they appear, they're in flames.
Yeah. Just so you know, things like spreaders and shit. Look at those. I mean, a spreader works good for like round shit, like seeds and stuff like that, but not so good for that. And plus, when Kinley did, he went, and he just kind of, and that was the most efficient way of putting them out when you had a very limited amount of time. I mean, if they weren't doing anything, you could make a fucking primrose winding path that they would just hit all the shit, but nobody got time for that.
Well, that's why we're talking about making the cart that we can push, that would push them out of the way as we walk forward.
Yeah.
And that would get us up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he made a really good strength roll to get him out that far.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything we could wear that would cause damage?
Yeah, but you would still be taking damage.
Horn armor? Yeah.
I was going to say, these guys are using pole arms. The nice thing about pole arm is all the violence occurs a long way away from you.
Right, yeah.
And literally, you could have 10 of them around you going, hey. Not like, we're all using swords, so there's only like 2 or 3 of us can get in at once. No, they will literally all jab you from fucking, like, 10 feet away or whatever.
Roman
Phalanx,
tactics.
yeah. Phalanx, okay.
Or
We need a
phallus.
propeller. We just need a really big propeller and walk straight down the middle so they all...
That'd be fun.
I do like that idea.
I'm seeing some Army of Darkness vibes here.
What if the owner were to make it up to them somehow?
What? His place is haunted
Yeah,
by cows because he slaughters cows by the hundreds.
exactly. So if he were to somehow...
What, go vegan? Like, let's not talk to you anymore.
I was thinking,
Damn.
I was thinking something a little more devious, but okay.
Oh, okay.
More devious than going vegan? I cannot think of anything.
That's the most devious thing I could possibly think of.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nastier at least.
Nasty. Ooh, nasty.
Going to second level vegan? I don't know.
So we need
I
something.
could use my vegan powers.
No. So we just need something that's going to do damage over a wide area, a small amount of damage that we can bypass.
Yeah, you're at the hub of this whole problem. It just shows the fucking guy. He's got his kids helping him and trying to fucking make. If anybody would like to get a check in blacksmithing, you're free to help pitch in on the work. You know, this is how you pick up those useful skills that later you end up reshoeing your own horse.
I'm trying again.
Nobody seems to like to be a blacksmith.
Fucking bonus. No.
It shows Kinley. Part of the forge falls off.
Ooh, got 5% for weaponsmithing. And fumble, so that's -5 for armor smithing.
Cool.
Fucking piece of shit.
It just shows the anvil. It shows Kinley go tink, and the anvil goes. Part of it just collapses. And the guy goes.
I'll do something about that sometime. Right.
He looks in horror at his anvil. He then looks at Doc Bolton.
What?
I need that for smithing, he says.
Oh. Do you need a new anvil?
Yes.
How much?
Well, with the prices as depressed as they are, I could probably have one delivered here tomorrow for 5 gold or so.
Here you go.
Thank you. Right. He begins to work on melting down the old anvil to make more nails to make into more caltrops.
Nice. Okay, so
He
it's
doesn't
caltrop.
have any idea what to do with the old anvil. You can't fix them. It doesn't work.
I mean, if we were to throw the caltrops to the sides,
They couldn't flank us.
well, no, but I mean, if they're running down, if you left a smallish path, a rough, small path, or how about we just have enough in there? We can kick the fucking. We know we can see them on the floor. We can walk up and just kick them with a foot, right? And we're not running.
Kicking them doesn't really work very well because of the shape they are. Because they kind of are hard to kick. I mean, you could eventually, but not quick like combat kicking.
Let's say we're taking barrels of fucking caltrops, right? I managed to get about 20 meters or so covered. So we're taking like three or four barrels to be safe. And I throw them. I throw the first barrel.
Single tier right? From the blacksmith.
So, as I throw the first barrel, as they are killing themselves on the first lot, we just like pick a path.
Sir, I've got a question. He's strong enough to bash up my anvil without trying. I'm wondering how far he could throw a barrel of caltrops.
Yeah, but okay. That's still fine. Whether we do that or not, we still need a way to be able to move up ourselves without doing damage. So I'm saying move up. So what I'm saying is, how do we? I mean, if we took our time and just picked our way through, or could we go along and pick them up and throw them so we have a clear path?
You can. It'll take a long time. I mean,
yeah, we've got a long time. They just keep killing themselves on the caltrops in front. Once I get 20 meters further in, I can throw another barrel's worth, and then they're going to be taken out further up.
Hey, he says, no, I wasn't talking about throwing a barrel scattered. I meant throw the
King
barrel.
Kong thing. Yeah.
Who's King Kong?
All the way to the back of the room. Can you throw 60 meters?
No, I can't throw 60 meters, but I could probably throw it far. But the point is, even if I throw it really far, we still have to get up through them somehow.
If only there was a way that you could walk on caltrops.
Like wooden boards?
Well, that would cover up a lot of them. Plus, it would be kind of he'd get some caltrops together, so you guys can experiment. The wooden boards aren't really doing it. If only there was some way you could just walk on them.
Spring shoes.
Spring shoes?
Actually, that would be hilarious.
Actually, yeah. He says that might work. I mean, because...
Or stilts?
Yeah. Wow, stilts.
Is anyone good at using stilts?
Joseph fucking land face first into the caltrops.
That's exactly why I have not said anything about stilts or like lift shoes or anything like that.
No, because
lift shoes.
But Logan, I'm going to use a plethora of penguins to get this guy a full pantry.
Ooh.
He just hugs you for a while. Right, his wife begins cooking stuff. They're helping feed their neighbors and stuff as well. A block party happens and stuff. Russ seems busy with several young ladies who seem really enamored with the guy who just revealed a bunch of food and stuff. So he's going to be busy for a while if you guys want to. I mean, it just shows him pulling out some blue as he's being
Okay, so we go in with a couple of barrels of these caltrops sealed, and I throw one as far as I can.
Well,
that will give us...
I like the spring shoes thing. I can try to knock some up, no?
Stop it. No. Oh. And if we take a couple of shovels...
What about stilts? No, wait.
No. If we take a couple of shovels, then we can kind of shovel a small path for us to walk down.
Yeah, shovels would do it.
Okay.
Pitchfork might be better just because of the way that they're shaped.
Yeah. Actually, yes. Take a card. A pitchfork would do the trick.
So how many barrels do we think we want?
The guy just sighs and keeps working and shit. Try to fail listen rolls from Chris and Matt as not to be scarred forever with what you're hearing.
Oh, I'm getting rid of a stat rearrange. Does anybody want it?
No.
Okay, so Kinley's brain gets scarred. This is why he drinks, he thinks, as he hears weird noises from the rock that no person should ever have to hear.
That's right.
That's my place.
Papa out, Papa help you out.
Wow.
Creepy Smurf. That's
Okay.
a good Smurf name.
Creepy Smurf. Creeper Smurf.
Yeah, it just shows it's like Creepy Smurf. Stop looking in that window. Creepy Smurf.
Right.
Both hands on the windowsill if you're peering in, not one down in your pants. Oh yeah, you can make a whole TV episode on that.
Mate, they had that character. Don't you remember that Enchanted we watched? That new made by the Simpsons guy. And there was the elves, which were basically like Smurfs, and there was the one that was always looking in the window while they're having sex.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since I've seen that show. I think,
I
it'll
think
come up
season two came out, and it was actually still quite funny.
Oh,
Right. So let's get. I say be safe. Gets 3 barrels.
I may as well make 4, says the guy. I know you're gonna need him.
4 barrels of caltrops. We go in there. I go to our first line, which will be 10 meters at the edge of the line, like you stood, and I throw it as far as I can get. And when they start coming in, and we move up as far as I manage to get the barrel, and then I can throw another barrel further in, and then we clear as they're now getting taken out by the next lot of caltrops, and we repeat until we get close enough.
To do what?
To kill the king and queen.
Yeah, I know. But with what?
With anything.
Okay.
With whatever weapon you got. Just be careful of the acid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a good point. We might want to. Do we want to try and come up with something to combat that? With I don't know if like a one-off shield that we could throw away once it got covered in acid or something.
Like a tower shield?
Ooh, shield skill. It's about time that somebody started building that up.
Let's make some tower shields that we can take. A couple of tower shields, so we can kind of make a little wall when they start squirting the acid, and then.
How far does the acid squirt?
Oh, we lost a Ross.
I think you got a phone call or something.
I think he was about. I think the guy was about 10 meters out or something, or like one. I don't know if it was that far. Was it memory roll? I don't know how far he was before he got covered in acid. I think he was basically one increment away, but what's my memory? Yeah.
Yeah, 10-meter acids spray.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty nasty acid, too. You remember it melting part or all of them, I forget which.
Now, if we make the shield of a certain substance, like, I don't know, acrylic, would that? I don't know what.
I don't have any acrylic, says the blacksmith.
What?
That it'll probably be a new skill, as we were just told.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to take a go. Or we can just try and evade it. I don't know. It's up to you guys.
Dodge, yeah.
I'm good at evading.
That's good because making caltrops and shields and stuff is illegal, you know.
Is it?
Oh yeah, they're considered weapons by the government, and only soldiers are allowed to have weapons. Anybody else is allowed to have weapons, but they cut off both of their hands.
Nice.
Yeah. Strict, but fair.
Okay. So let's
If anybody asks, I'm just going to say these are misformed nails.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay. Let's do that then.
4 days later, you have You've got 4 barrels of caltrops and stuff, and you're ready to rock.
Cool. And the couple of so we decided to go with the pitchforks, right?
Yep.
Pitchforks,
They find those easily.
Okay.
You've
Good
got
little cart.
You've got 4 different carts, so one person's going to be doing the awkward pushing and dragging, and then the other 2 can each push a cart. Push
I'll do
carts.
Okay. Cool. We take all of this over to the. Just trying to think what else we might need.
Now is the time to plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know what's coming, so we just got to plan accordingly. Do we want to take some, try and make up some Molotov cocktails just in case?
Sure.
The hard part is getting something that'll burn. I mean, the bottles and the rag part, that's easy, but the hard part is stuff that'll burn.
Mm-hmm. And stuff to light it with.
Well, flint and tinder or torch, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think as long as we can get to the king and queen, we'll be all right.
Yeah, if you can't do it with 4 barrels of fucking caltrops, then there's issues there. Although the spring shoes would have been wonderful.
Yeah, it would have been hilarious. All right, we will take all that over. Go into the restaurant.
The guy's hired a one lone guard who looks nervously at you. His job is to make sure you don't find the whiskey.
Oh, good luck, buddy. It's a pleasure working with you.
He's like,
do I not have a mystical ability to sense whiskey? I don't think I do. I will try for a hard smell roll.
Okay.
Honestly, you could try sense whiskey and learn and see if you can actually learn that skill.
It's not kind of a skill that you can just go for. It's mystical.
Well, yeah, we'll see how this works out when Chris gets back. But I think you guys have maybe cracked the code. We'll see, because a lot of it always comes down to what does the random number generator think about it.
Yeah.
Kinley fumbles, dumps the caltrops on you guys, and you're like, "Oh no, I'm in so much pain! Oh Jesus!" Smashes the barrel.
What kind of missile weapons do we have?
They look confused, as though they've never heard the word missile and the word weapon together before.
Yeah.
It shows all these swords and shit, and they're like, "What?"
I mean, I have pistol skill, but I don't think a pistol's going to work in this place.
Well, like I said, first off, range-wise, it's a long-ass room.
So yeah, I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about staying outside that acid radius. Rather than marching right into a bunch of acid sprays.
We don't know if that's their max radius. I mean, they sprayed it that far when he got close enough, but whether they could have done that before, I don't know.
Plus, Kinley.
Well, but
lives
it's
for
worth a shot.
acid.
Is Chris's mic eating itself?
Yes. What happens is, if you leave the mic on the way it did, it tries to pick up any sound, no matter how distant it is. and then it goes. So we gotta get him to fucking mute himself next time. Or actually, I might be able to mute him from here. Can I do it? Let's see. Yeah, oops, I hit the wrong goddamn button. Oh, and I just remembered something else I had to do. Settings. Everyone follows me. Okay. And mute. Yes, mute him.
I mean, honestly, all we have to do is throw rocks at them if it's 1 point of damage.
No, that's the summon cows, not the king and queen.
Oh, not the king and queen? Okay.
Well, I'm not 100% sure because we never got to them, but I would guess they were not going to be that way inclined.
Yeah.
They seem more solid than the other ones.
Yes, they are the king and queen cow.
King and queen cow.
But I do agree, this would have been the perfect place for like the old Cthulhu spell, Sign of Shudmael or whatever, where it does 1 point, 1 point, 1 point.
Yep.
You pretty much just walk up 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. I'm evil. 1 point, 1 point.
Die.
Yeah, the only problem is that the caster also takes it 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. And I don't know if it moves. Oh yeah. A nice area effect 1 point spell would be something that somebody may eventually build into the system and stuff. But
I thought with the way it was set up at the moment that you were trying to avoid that.
I would like to, yes. Just because if you don't use a battle mat, figuring out area effect and stuff is trickier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the little extra +1 damage for you for the entire combat any weapon. Just realized that.
That's cool.
I don't know if that's useful or not, but
It's a little bit extra.
yeah.
Yeah.
I still like the idea of going in with 3 flamethrowers and making an arc.
That would be dangerous.
If you have flamethrower skill, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I
Have a
will
weapon for
unmute
flamethrower.
Chris. Oh, I can't unmute him. I'll wait until he puts on his headphones and tell him. Chris, unmute yourself. I have muted you because your microphone was eating itself whilst you were gone.
Okay.
Cool.
Don't understand why, but
Well, because it tries to pick up any sound around.
when it's up, it's
I-
supposed to mute.
Lies told to you by the microphone cartel.
Exactly. Sorry.
So, you guys are all at the slaughterhouse. There's some horns on your barrel, and all the barrels of caltrops are here. You notice the rock is looking pensive and scratching himself occasionally. Thinking cure disease spell might be good, rock. And just in case you're not sure. And definitely for all the girls, it'd probably be a good idea too. And so, yeah, you think...
Kinley, I think I have the clap. You got anything for me?
He just goes, ah.
Remind me later.
Oh, yeah, that'll happen. All right.
Yeah.
Scratch. Okay. What do you do?
We open a portal.
All right. You place the horns once again upon Doc Fulton's head, which seems to work a treat. The portal opens up. You guys head in. You arrange your 4 barrels and stuff. The 4 cows are over there. The king and queen cow are seated upon their throne, thinking low thoughts.
Right.
I did forget to mention there are some tapestries behind them, not well done, that show happy cows grazing in fields and stuff.
Ooh.
Because, you know,
Right.
cow
I
theme.
pick up the first barrel.
Okay. Nobody does anything yet.
I walk up to the first line, the
Mhm.
line crossing.
You get as close as you think you can to the edge.
Yeah. And I toss the fucking barrel.
Okay, now I'm going to need a strength roll. Lower is better. And this is for distance, and then the throw roll, lower is better. Okay. I know how far it's going to go. Give me the throw roll for accuracy. This is important.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it may hit one of the walls or something. Because it's,
Forget
yeah, it's definitely offside. It's not like perfectly in the center and stuff. It's off on the right. So it will get at least 2 of the cows when they come marching home. And needless to say, this starts dramatic combat. Lo, it has begun. Villains are first, nothing is approved. The 4 cows charge forward, and 2 of them are already at the edge of the caltrop field. Next round they'll be going into it because when Kinley throws a barrel, it stays thrown. So, Kinley, would you like to spend your action picking up a new barrel? You do so. Chris, are you doing anything?
They're just charging forward, right?
Straight forward. Oh, the king and queen stand up.
Nope. Just waiting
And
for it.
the rock.
Get my pitchfork ready.
Moo. And right, next round. Villains are first. Heroes, all magic points regenerate. See, if he'd cured your clap earlier, they'd be back. Any action is approved. Right, the cows go. The 2 try for their luck rolls. Mer. Come on, dice. There it goes.
No.
God damn, it's taking a while now. Right, one of the cows is still alive, the other one disappears, and the other 2 go forward. So, and then the king and queen summon 4 more cows. Bink, bink, bink. So 3 cows are approximately 25, 30 meters from you and charging hard.
All right. So we're going to create a path and advance.
Right.
3 words.
He goes, so what do we do? And Kinley, what do you do?
I throw my next barrel.
Now, are you wanting to try to...
I try and aim for the right side this time then.
Okay.
So what, do you want strength again and same rolls?
Yeah, are you wanting to throw it as far? Because the air cows are already too... How far? Did you want to throw it as far as you could?
Yeah, I wanted to...
No problem. You've thrown it even further than the last barrel. And again...
throw.
Okay, it is exactly on the right side. Now you've got kind of... You may not even need the pitchforks with this layout. Here, I'll show you what the layout currently is. This is you guys back here hanging out. This is roughly where the first one went. This is where the second one went. So you could almost just kind of walk it, but it looks like they're going to be going through it. You may not even need the rest of your caltrops.
Wow.
But you will be getting some cows incoming.
Yeah.
So the cows go. The one that's kind of in the caltrops tries his... No, he stepped on one little caltrop. The others advance forward. And luck roll for these guys. 2 die almost as soon as they were summoned, and the other 2 advance, and the king and queen then summon 4 more. 2 of them are in the caltrop field charging on in. 2 are getting pretty goddamn close. If you were to sprint up next round, you'd be in combat with them. Hero's turn. Chris, what do you do?
We start slowly moving forward.
You advance at a walk. They will be on you next turn and attacking. And
Oh wait, they're walking through coming through the field, right?
no, these are the only two that have survived the caltrops will be upon you soon.
Okay.
Okay.
I look at Alex and say, caltrop spawn points, and then also start to advance using the pitchfork.
You advance cautiously. And right, you don't even need the pitchfork yet. You're just holding it defensively. And Kinley.
I pick up another barrel.
Okay. I should have had you wait another round because you got pick up and then next round throw. Looking fucked up. So you pick up a barrel. And next round. Villains are first. Heroes are second. No ranged weapons. Wah, wah, says Kinley looking at his barrel. And not attacking is approved. The villains go, and right, one's going to attack Russ, one's going to attack Doc Fulton. They pretty much rapidly cover their distance and attack. Are you guys fighting offensively or defensively?
I'm just gonna dodge.
Okay. And Russ?
Yeah, okay, I'm going to dodge too.
Okay. Choose up your whole combat round, but go for it.
Well, we're not attacking, so we get cards at least.
You have a good point. All right. Let me check on the bovine attacks. Chris and then Russ. Chris's will hit. Does Chris dodge? Oh.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. And Russ dodge. Okay, great. And Kinley, what do? You're holding the barrel, but you feel now is not the right time to let it loose.
Motherfucker. Is anything improved this round?
Not attacking. If you stand there, you'll get a card.
I whole card the victory I just got.
Cool. And right, Kinley stands there and gets a card, and we now go to next round. Oh wait, sorry, the bad guys, I guess, spawn all those. These two try to get through the rest of the caltrops. Right. One has survived. Yeah! And the other two enter a caltrop field. Bink, bink. And pay for their indiscretion. And these two advance. These two enter a caltrop field. You got it about perfect because they're fucking staggered and they're taking them out. And the king and queen don't really seem to be noticing. They're just fucking summoning new ones. New caltrop field winners look dead, and the king and queen summon 4 more. Okay, and heroes, that's next round now. Okay, villains are first. Taking a round out to roleplay your insanity is approved. You two still have cows on you. Are you wanting to do anything about it, or just dodging, or what?
I was going to maneuver through the field of to make it so they has to move to me through the caltrops.
You are so far away from the caltrops, they're almost in the next county.
We're nowhere near.
You are nowhere close to them. Just so you know, you guys are all the fucking way back here. The caltrops are all the way up here. 10 meters, 20 meters, 30 meters, and 40 meters, and nothing at 50, and then the king queen are behind that. So you've pretty much got a cow in your face, though, if you want to try to kill it somehow. It is first, so do you want to do anything defensive, or shall it just attack? Same question for us. Quickly.
I'm just going to dodge again.
All right, go ahead and give me your dodge. It chews up your action, but the cow remains. It misses.
Well,
Chris,
let's
what
see
are you
if the
doing?
cow hits.
I'm gonna dodge too.
Okay, no, if you
Yeah,
declare
okay,
dodge,
dodge,
then
got
yeah. Okay, so, right, and Chris's cow, did it get a crit to hit him? No. Okay, you guys just hang out with cows there. Kinley, you're thinking, looking at what's happening, you don't need to throw another barrel.
Oh no, I'm going to move up with this one.
Okay.
I'm going to wait until we're close to the first lot of cow trips, then throw it and try and get it over.
Yeah, if you were, are you going to try to sprint with your barrel or just walk?
I'm just going to simple action up.
Okay, it'll take several rounds to get up there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And
Demon.
Demon? What?
I'll play my insanity.
Take a card. Next round. Villains are first to get reinforcements. Cool. Okay, and let's see.
A pleb's good knowledge of my strengths.
Bastard. All right, the one that has made it through the Caltrop field advances. You each, Russ and Chris, you each have a cow on you, and another one will be on you next round because it's made it through the shit. The other two try to get now, and they advance. Those two try to live. Hey, one's alive. Good for him. All right, and then the king and queen summon 8. 4. Perfect. All right. Reinforcements. Okay, and we go now to
Heroes.
Hero's turn. Defending is approved, but the cows, pretty much you're starting to see if you want to just stand here and defend or dodge or whatever, you will eventually build up enough cows where you will get skewered. Like beef.
Yep.
What do you do, Russ?
Fast draw sword.
Ching! It's out.
Strike.
Oh, I didn't go for the cows on you. Hold on. Since you're taking your attack at full, it gets its misses. Chris, are you attacking or defending?
I already rolled my dodge.
Okay. So, right, go ahead, Russ, with your attack.
I did. Quarter.
Your cow dies.
Oh wait, that was a sword parry. Hold it.
Doesn't matter if you.
No, it's fine. It's
Do you have above an 18 in attack?
I got an 80.
Good.
Yeah,
Then it dies. All right. So now Russ has no cow on him, but he sees a cow coming straight toward him. So next round it will be here, Russ, and attacking. Or yeah. So we can go to next. And Kinley, do you want to walk forward again?
Yeah.
You are now 10 meters away from these guys. You are 10, 20, 30, 40.
I was that far behind?
You're like 50 meters away from the king and queen.
No, but how far behind these two am I?
You are ahead of these two by about 2 simple actions.
Oh, okay.
We aren't advancing.
You guys are just going at a walk. So walking 60 meters takes a long goddamn time in combat rounds. Next round. However, the cows are neatly destroying themselves. Villains are first to get a hit point regeneration. Screaming while attacking is approved. Chris or Russ, are you wishing to defend it all this round? You're both under attack.
I fight defensively.
All right. Go ahead and roll your parry, Chris.
We're second or first?
Second. These things do not seem very accurate, by the way.
I'm gonna
Quickly
fast draw my club.
fast drawing your club, so you're going to be offensive.
Well, it depends if I get it out.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if not, then you're not defending at all. So I can go ahead and roll attack.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go.
Chris, hit. And right, both of you guys get tagged, unless Russ can make his parry.
Crit parry.
Wow, you riposte and kill it, Russ. Your riposte kills it. No, I mean, yeah. Okay, so Chris, did you get it out? No, you slowly drew it out as it skewers you for 8
Down
points.
2.
What?
Down 2.
Oh, sorry.
Beast mode.
2 points.
Ow.
And we now go for the rest of the cows. These guys enter the fucking minefield of pain. One alive. The guy who, as one of them did pass through the minefield of pain. Now 4 of them entered the minefield of pain. One likes it in the minefield of pain. The rest perish. And the other 4 advance. Okay. So you have a lot of death, and you notice when they die, they just kind of it's all almost like they fall into pieces. It looks like aside from the one on Chris, which has been allowed to graze on him for far too long, you guys are doing fine. And Kinley's pretty much taking his time crawling forward with the barrel. Villains at first get a free reroll. Our defending is approved. Chris, if you want to try for a club parry, you can get a card out of it.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm going to fight defensively.
All right, go ahead and do your parry thing. If you make it, you get a card. Nobody's attacking you, Russ. What are you going to do?
I will simple action up towards Matt.
You are one simple action behind him. There is absolutely nothing around you. Matt, simple actions up. At a crawl. Each of the squares of napkin is 3 simple actions, so you guys are aware. Yep. And the cows will go next round. So we're going in next round. Oh, go ahead and do your attack on your cow, Chris, at half, since you were fighting defensively.
Fuck your couch.
Words to live by. Mash it.
All right, here go my cards.
Did you get a fucked up card?
You got fuck your couch.
Oh.
Everyone discards 2 cards.
Oh, I thought he was just saying that.
No.
Right.
And I pop. I hit it, so it dies.
Actually, you didn't hit it half. You were fighting defensively, remember?
Oh, you were correct. My apologies.
You suck. All right. So now we're into next round. Villains are first, heroes are second, and cannot use magic. Chris, are you fighting offensively, defensively? What? Quick.
Defensively.
All right. It wildly tries to skewer you and misses. And another one comes rushing up. It looks like it's going to probably be engaging Russ real soon. Russ, you can't get to it even with a simple action. But you could sprint up to it, or you just continue walking forward. But the other cows, let's see, the one leaves the field, and that one leaves the field. And, right, Kinley, you come under attack as you're carrying a large, awkward barrel as one has made it through the field of shit.
Nice.
It wildly tries to stab at you, completely missing everything and hitting the wall, causing sparks to come off of it. The other 4 all enter the field of death. No, they're... Oh, I forgot one.
Fumble card, the fumble card, the fumble card.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It dies. I can't imagine anything worse happen during a fumble than instant death. And the king and queen summon 4 more.
Yep.
And
All right.
Hero's turn. Russ, are you walking
Simple
forward?
action forward, ready to smack that thing.
You think it's
soon as
going
it
to
gets
get the
within range.
drop? Yeah, you think it's going to get the drop on you since it's got a spear and all. Let's see. Fulton, give me a strike at half.
I did.
I've got the Paladin's 2-handed sword, so I may have some nice reach too.
Oh, yeah, okay. Which paladin?
The Matt Paladin.
Oh, the Matt Paladin? Did you give him a sword of yours or something?
He took.
No, not. I took it from the Paladin when we crawled through the shit alley and drowned those people in the baths and.
That is in a different campaign, so I don't know if Logan's gonna.
Oh, Logan, you're gonna have to let me have that.
Well,
I don't.
my mod.
Oh,
Matt
it's
ran.
just a normal 2-handed sword, right?
Yeah.
Fine.
It's a D12 2-handed sword. Yeah.
It's a magic 2-handed sword. I can't imagine a better use for it. Okay, so yeah, it's a good weapon to take on cows with. And right, okay, so that's it for this round. Yes, everybody's gone.
Yep.
Oh, Matt, did you kick your cow or something?
Yeah, I kicked it in the nuts.
It died. Okay, and
Doesn't have nuts. It's a cow.
hold on, let me do the cows advancing and new cows appearing. There's not many cows around. Seriously, you don't even need the other caltrip thing you're thinking at all, because they are dying as rapidly as they're spawning. 3 have managed to get through. They'll be on Russ this round. 1's still on Fulton because he seems to be dicking around with it for some reason. And your sailing is completely clear right now. So, Unless you wanted to throw a caltrip thing at Russ in order to save him. Okay, so next round. I mean, it's looking like it's not even needed. Villains are first, heroes are second, and hindered. Got it. I know a good hindrance. The cow's feet are slightly tougher, giving them a slight edge in trying to survive. Defending is approved.
I'm going to play a dissemination. I'm going to play a victory card.
Damn it.
Into Russ's hand because he has no cards.
Yes. Oh, when those cows come marching in. Oh, when those cows come marching in.
I'm going to play another dissemination.
Bah. It's almost like watching a conveyor belt where a lot of product gets killed on the way over. No, seriously.
I see that on the dock every day. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Because Kinley, if you can walk forward one more time, and then you'll be at the edge of the caltrop field, and to skirt it, you'll have to go more to the middle of the room. Russ is going up the middle, which is why he's going to have 2 on him. And Doc Bolton seems to be on some sort of break or vacation or something like that. You don't know what. You've seen him kill a lot more shit than this. He's pretty much just like, oh, look, I'm being driven off by this one cow. And you guys are like, are you fucking kidding me? And he's like, oh, it's winning. The cow's like, moo, moo, wildly flailing around. Okay, so.
I'm good.
All right. You ended up with no cards after 2 disseminations?
Yep.
Do I get to use my ready to action on one of the cows, or do I not have reach with this thing?
No. You and the cow will get to attack each other at the same time.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Here comes the next round where cow and rock go into mutual self-destruction. Okay, villains are first and get reinforcements. You see one of the cows that gets summoned is a new king. Because when you get a cow all the way to the end, then it becomes a king or something. And so there's the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's 3. All right. And now let me roll some cow catastrophe stuff, and then I'll launch into attacking and killing Russ's character off for him. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Jesus, even at their improved hoof resistance. And okay. Oh, let me check on those guys. Where are my other rolls? Okay. Right, Russ, you are now becoming alarmed as there's 2 cows on you. 2 are going to be on you next round, and others are perishing in the thing because these reinforcement things are no fucking joke. And their cow just died. So, it's looking like you're starting to hit some heavy flow of cows.
Mm-hmm.
You wish
Doc, little help.
He's just sitting there with his barrel patting it as he looks at you. And all right. Oh, sorry. Kinley's doing that. Doc is in a desperate one-on-one fight. He's got the barditch in his putter. He's going dun, 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 dun. All right. So
do I get to strike at my cow on the villain's turn?
Yeah. Both you and the villain are striking at the same time. Go ahead and roll his attack. Boom. Damn.
No.
Both of them managed to miss each other. It's like watching 2 people in a slap fight who are higher on defense than offense. And the other cow comes forth and attacks the Russ. And gets a fumble card.
Full damage to somebody else. Yeah, could be.
Ooh, it knocks down the cow next to you, which you were trying to attack, and kills it as it took a point of damage from the ground. So it managed to wipe out its buddy. And, right, Chris, you are in this fucking longest fight ever with the most unskilled opponent you've ever come up against. What do? Would you like to try to lock fucking weapons with it and glare into it?
I'm just going to whack it. Oh, it's dead.
It fucking dies. Boom. All right. And over to
Right
Kinley.
between
What
the
do you do?
eyes. Point.
If you want to walk forward one more, you're at the edge of your caltrop field, Kinley.
Yeah, simple action forward and then try and throw the barrel behind the fields.
All right. Give me an amazing strength roll. If you want, I'm guessing you want it right where the king and queen are.
Sure.
That's not amazing enough at a quarter. No. Okay. Now give me the throw roll for accuracy. If you make it by half, fuck you. All right. The kings and queens are pretty much the area where the cows are fucking summoned from. It looks like it's completely covered in shit. The cows that are still up, but the new cows keep dying. But the king and queen don't seem to fucking respond to that or change tactics or anything. They just keep summoning them there and they keep dying. So it looks like Kinley may have ended most of the combat, but unfortunately there's still cows, and it looks like they're streaking toward Russ and Kinley. The one that's streaking toward Russ is already there, but let's do that next round.
Yeah, I ready again.
Villains are first. They can't do that, so attack is approved. Right, the one cow attempts to skewer Russ. Holy shit, it hit.
Does.
Are you wearing armor?
So I'm ready. So there's my strike fail, of course.
Oh yeah, don't worry, it's not at the same time. It gets to go first this time, and you take 7 points of damage. The 2 on Kinley. 1 hit. Are you wearing armor?
Yeah, 2 bumps.
Kinley takes 1 point. It just shows the bird did dig into him and twist a bit, and the cow's like, And
Logan, I readied last round on our turn.
You're thinking a couple rounds ago. We've been going forward in time since then.
Right. When it was the hero's turn last round, I readied again.
That's not how combat has ever worked, Russ. I don't know where you came up with that. You don't get to ready each round and stuff. You're thinking of a whole different system. I'm not sure where you're getting it from.
Plus, in fact, these things move and attack, and because they go first, we can do both.
All right.
All right, so the cow's survivals. Okay, you fucking dead. And let's see, those 2. It looks like the cows are really efficiently taking themselves out on the caltrops. It's almost, those 2 make it forward. Right, so total, it appears, not including the 2 that are getting ready to run into one of the caltrop fields, there's 2 on Kinley, 1 on Russ, none on the doc, who's hanging out near the fucking exit like he may run at any time.
I'm going to pull a Freddy.
He's scared of cows, you see. And we go into the hero's turn. So, Russ, now you already missed your cow. You tried to attack.
I already missed, yeah.
And Kinley, would you like to punch one of your cows to death? Okay, it dies. And next round.
That was Fastro Sky.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Now it dies.
I chopped
it out. And next round. Villains are first. Screaming in terror instead of doing anything useful is approved. The 2 cows attempt to kill themselves on your spikes. And they succeed.
Yes.
And the cow on Kinley attempts to skewer him. Now, and the cow on Russ rolls a fucking hot one because he is not meant to survive this combat. And you take 11 points of damage, and you can feel the fucking barditch slide through your fucking lung, come out the air side and twist, and then come back at a different angle. And you go, oh! And you can feel
Logan,
your
is
lung.
1 hit point unconscious?
No, 0 is unconscious. Negative is dead. This is all real damage.